Oh, hey, welcome to CWI. Today's Cinco de Mayo, and I've been working in the back, and just dawned on me what today was, and somehow drinking a beer just doesn't really seem quite right. So this is a very short episode. I'm going to show you my whole fruit margarita. No sweet and sour mix, no artificial ingredients, just fresh fruit, tequila, and a few other tricks. So anyway, grab yourself some ice, get a blender, and welcome to CWI. The star of today's show is actually my blender. It's the Vitamix Pro 500. This thing can grind a 2x4. I'm not kidding. And for over $600, you'd kind of expect it to. But this thing was worth every penny. I can make smoothies with it. You throw fruit in here, you don't generally have to peel it. Stems, seeds, everything. If you want to make hot soup, you throw some veggies in here and let it run for 6 minutes. It comes out hot and steaming. It's going to make short order of our margaritas. So let's get started. Okay, well the first thing we're going to do is cut the peel off of the outside of the citrus fruit. The Vitamix really doesn't need to have anything cut off the outside. I mean, it's so powerful, it will liquefy everything. The skin, stems, seeds. But with citrus fruit, I make the exception. Because especially with reference to the white pithy part, that's going to make your drink very, very bitter. And while you do like the essential oils of things, a lot of times you do zest of the outside, I find with margaritas and this, you really just want to go ahead and take everything off and just use the whole fruit on the inside. Just take the outside off. Yeah, this got some pretty good fruit in it for this time of year. And what we're going to do is just run our knife around the outside and take this whole, just take the peel off the outside of the whole thing. You're going to lose a little bit of meat on this, but don't worry, these are actually pretty big oranges. One thing that's actually fun, I've done this before when the blood oranges come out. Talk about a blood red margarita. It makes it really a lot of fun, but it will stain everything and it touches, so be careful with it. And we'll take that, throw that in. All right, 2 limes. Just follow around the contour after that first cut. And if there's a little bit of, I mean, you don't have to be real anal about this. I mean, there's going to be a little bit, but just try to get the bulk of it off. And the lemon. Okay, time to add our alcohol, the fun part. I'm going to start off with orange liqueur, and I used this in the walk episode. It's O3. It's a Brazilian orange liqueur. Something I really like a lot. It's a cross kind of between Grand Marnier and Cointreau, and it's a good bit cheaper too. Very economical. But I've gotten to where I really am enjoying this liqueur. If you can find it in your stores, give it a shot. I'm also working. I only use 100% agave tequila, but there's no need for margaritas to go out and spend, throw your $100 bottle of tequila in there. Salsa Blue is one of my favorites these days. And grab this. This is about $15, $16 a bottle. Got a good flavor. The Blanco is very good too, about the same price. I like the Reposito, or the real expensive bottles. I like to use those when I'm sipping them. But for margaritas, it's something middle of the road. Don't get anything rot gut. Jose Cuervo, that's rot gut. Okay, with the orange liqueur, let's do about 3 shots. I don't often measure, but I don't have pour spouts on these, so sometimes it's a good idea just so you have an idea of where you're at, and you can always adjust it with the subsequent batches. Now the tequila. About 4 shots. I like to do a lime wheel garnish for margaritas, and if you're doing these for a lot of glasses, go ahead and cut both ends off a lime, cut a slit down the center, and that way you're going to be able to cut the wheels off and they'll all be ready to fit right on the glass. Just rub the lime around the rim of your glass. I have one of my Bulldog Nola glasses. And then just put it into the salt rimmer. Alright, we're going to use about 2 cups of ice. I don't generally like my margaritas frozen. I usually prefer mine on the rocks, and you can do this recipe on the rocks. You just leave the ice out, add it into your glass later. But for purposes today, I'm going to show you how to do a frozen margarita. But this works just as well, leaving the ice out, putting the ice cubes in your glass, and pouring the drink over. I'm going to add a little bit of agave nectar to sweeten it, probably about 2 teaspoons. Yep, put the lid on tightly. Don't want this thing blowing up to the roof. That's a bitch to clean. Not that I've ever done that before. Let's get ready for ignition. Alright, let's start it off on low and build up the speed. Here we go. And that's done. Ah, looks good. Well, I think we're ready for the big test here. Wonderful. Well, anyway, that's my whole fruit margarita. Happy Cinco de Mayo. See you next time on CWI.